In my past life, Lucas chose him right here. Now it's my turn. With him, I'll change everything.
Can you stand? What's your name? From now on, your name is Lucien, and you belong to me. Lucien.
I never expected that General Fiona, who had been loyal her entire life, would be regarded as a traitor. What a tist. The glory of Snowwinter City will never be inherited by anyone again.
Snowwinter City, Fiona. This is the continent of words I transcarded.
Leah Wainscott! How dare you attend the funeral of this traitor?
My name is Lin Ji. Half an hour ago, I was reading a Western fantasy tragedy romance novel. And this man is the most hated character in it. Are you crazy? Killing off the female lead, and that damn Lucas even lives to old age. This ending is terrible, and Leah is just too pitiful. Refreefen me, this book elos awful.
She actually replied. What'd she mean?
As a result, I transmurted into the novel and became the female leak. The protagonist, Leah, is the daughter of Snowwinter City. 2 years ago, she married Prince Lucas. But this political marriage brought her nothing but endless coldness and humiliation.
And then, after Lucas ascended the throne, he dispatched my mother Fiona on a campaign against the Beastman tribe. When the army was attacked from both front and rear...
Forgive me, Lily. I can no longer protect you.
I actually shares the novel's same emotions. Her hatred, her pain, her unwillings. I feel every single one of them.
Daughter of a traitor, preserving your title as princess consort is already a mercy to you. Why are you still so ungrateful?
Mercy? Your throne was bought with the corpses of my mother and tens of thousands of soldiers. If it weren't for them, you wouldn't even have the chance to...
What did you say?
Listen, Lucas. I am no longer your princess consort. We are enemies.
Do you even know that the North has a new master now? Fiona's old forces have been brought to heel. Once you step outside, there won't be a single place left for you.
Of course. And I also know what comes next. I will be locked in this castle, condemned as the daughter of a traitor. 5 years later, the last loyalists of Snowwelton will risk everything to set me free. Then I will don my armor, raise my banner, and return my revenge.
Lyra, come back with me. Just admit you are wrong, and it can be over. I can still spare your life.
Afraid that won't do.
Like mother, like daughter. Give up any hope. I will never grant you a divorce. You will spend the rest of your life within the walls. That's a summoned beast!
Only a sacrifice of heart's blood can power a summoning ritual of this level. How could she possibly make it?
I am Lyra Windstar, Lord of Snowwinter. Even if I die with you here today, I will never be your prisoner. If you think I won't dare, then try me. Mom, we're going home.
Lyra Windstar.
Your Majesty, what should we do now?
Shall we allow the princess consort to leave?
Let her go. It won't last long. In time, she'll be kneeling before me, begging for my mercy.
What's next?
A wolf pup. Just delivered a few days ago.
Nothing interesting. At best, it is just fodder for them to sharpen their claws.
I will take this puppy.
Winston, how could she come to a place like this?
What would she even do with a wolf pup? She can't possibly keep it as some kind of pet, can she?
Your Highness, it is just an ordinary beastman, hardly worth anything. We also have lion beastmen, tiger beastmen. Each of them is a proven fighter in the arena.
I came here today for only one reason. Him.
Thank you, Your Highness!
In my past life, Lucas chose him right here. Now it's my turn. With him, I'll change everything.
Can you stand? What's your name? From now on, your name is Lucien, and you belong to me. Lucien.
He does look pitiful. Anything else you want? I can get it for you.
Where are we going?
Have you ever heard of snow winting? It's covered in snow all year round there. The color of Rampart is ice blue, and the rooftops are always blanketed with snow. There aren't many people, but everyone is loyal and brave.
Follow me. I'll take you home.
Welcome back, Lady Lyra. I am Matthew, the new Chief of Staff of Snow Winter. For now, all affairs within the castle are under my management.
Matthew? So he's one of Lucas's men.
You must be exhausted from the journey, my lord. I've had your chamber prepared. Allow me to escort you inside.
That won't be necessary. My mother's coffin is to be laid to rest in the family cemetery. Take your men and open the gate of mausoleum.
Well, General Fiona was convicted of treason. According to the law, she are not permitted to enter Snow Winter. I hope you haven't overlooked this, Your Highness.
Oh, what the?
One more word of disrespect and I will take your head. Out of my way!
Who dares? Lyra Winters, you still think you're the Princess Consort? Let me make this clear. His Majesty has already decreed that upon your entry, you are to be taken to the dungeon. Right now, you're nothing but a lamb to the slaughter. Guard, seize her! Go, smash the traitor's coffin!
How dare you!
Do it. A beastman, is it? You even brought back a delightful little cuddle bug. A cub and a woman, surely you believe you're about to shake things up around here.
And what about me?
Lord Edmund, I thought you'd been at the border. When did you return?
The border rebellion has been suppressed. I have returned to report directly to the new ruler of Snow Winter. My Lady Lyra, I arrived too late. I only learned of General Fiona's fate days ago. I was still at the border then, too far away to save her.
Edmund Raynon, Lyra's childhood friend and her most loyal knight. In the end, he would meet his end at Lucien's hands, sacrificing himself to provide her with time to break free from the encirclement.
I know. It's not your fault.
General Fiona is to be escorted into the mausoleum. Anyone who dares obstruct it is my enemy.
But royal orders.
In Snow Winter, I swear my allegiance only to House Winters. Any further remarks and I shall have you return to the capital without delay.
Edmund, I'm glad you're here.
Lady Lyra, since your return, the king has ordered all southern trade routes sealed. Grain, cotton, medicine, everything has been banned from transport. Snow One can't sustain itself alone. It's always depended on trade. Without supplies from the south, next winter could bring mass casualties.
Since the southern routes are restricted, we proceed west and engage in trade with the cities located there.
The western wastes? That area is considered as territory of barbarians. Fragmented tribes and roaming bandits are commonace. To access those trade cities, one need to traverse indeed the Beastmen territories. It's far too risky.
Lucas is likely counting on us never taking that road. But right now we have no other option. In 4 months, once the snows have passed, I'll lead the caravan west myself.
Then I have only one request. Please allow me to escort you. No matter how dangerous it is, I'll lay down my life to protect you.
In the story, Edmund loves Lyra with a devotion that lasts even beyond death. Yet she never knows how to return that love.
You haven't yet fully recovered and it concerns me. I also need someone to stay behind, hold the city of Snowhester.
I understand. Don't worry. Whatever you decide, my sword will always be ready to answer your call.
It's getting late. Go and rest. We can talk tomorrow.
Get in there! Who do you think you are? This is not your place to decide. You little brat, get the hell in there! If you don't, I'll toss you into the arena tomorrow. You filthy slave. How dare you bare your teeth at me? I'll beat you into until you know your place! Your Highness.
How dare you touch my...
It's not entirely under our control, this creature, well, the boy. He refused to enter the animal pen, so we had no choice but to use force.
Arrange his room next to mine. From today on, no more animal pens in Snowwinter. Melt every chain, tear down every cage, no more need.
But...
Do I need to repeat myself? It's okay, Lucien. Don't worry. This... my fault. Stay here. I'll go get the medicine.
I'm fine. Just a small wound.
Kid, don't be so stubborn. Just do as you're told.
Why are you asking that? That man with the red hair, Edmund, he's really strong. With someone like him by your side, you won't need me anymore.
So in his world, the only purpose in life is to being needed by someone. Lucien, the way you jumped in front of those people to protect me today, it really moved me. Loyalty is much more important than any kind of strength.
No matter what you've experienced before, from today onward, there's no need to worry about anything. Just relax and stay with us. Before you're grown up, I'll be the one to look after you first.
I'm no longer a child.
Your Highness, this is a military council right now. Do you think it a bit inappropriate to bring in a Beastman cub in right now?
His name is Lucien, my little brother. From today on, he'll be taught how to fight and continue his education. He'll be brought up as a true Winter of Snowstorm.
How could a lowly Beastman be worthy of being as your brother? That hardly accords with Snowwing's long-standing traditions. Snowwing has never had such a rule.
From this moment on, this becomes tradition. With me, this rule now exists. Everyone, please be seated. Lucien, come here. Edmund, no one in the north is as skilled with a sword as you. From now on, you will personally train Lucien in swordmanship.
At your service.
So this is what Lyra went all that way back to get? A worthless bit of trouble like you?
You really believe you're good enough to stay by her side?
All right then, show me what you've got. Fight me like a real man.
I am not worthless. I am not worthless!
Lucien.
He's not just a child who needs your protection. He's a beast! He grows up quickly and could sink his teeth into you the second you let your guard down.
A leopard never changes its spots. Violence is simply part of who he is. You can't tame him. Sir Edmund's right. Beastmen and humans were never meant to get along.
So what do you propose Edmund to do?
Of course. Kill him before his blood awakens. Get rid of the danger. Cut off the threat for Gust once and for all.
Liar.
You all claim that Beastman can't be controlled, but when I was about to hurt him, did anyone see him try to fight back? Edmund, I've trusted you to look after him, not so you could doubt my decision I've made.
Your Highness, forgive me. I was just...
I understand you're only trying to protecting me, but you and Lucien, you're both like family to me.
I truly hope I would never see either of you fighting each other with swords.
At your Highness's command.
It seems like they still haven't fully accepted Lucien. If it continues later due, there might be more serious problems.
This sword was owned by my grandfather, Edlarth Winters. 60 years ago, he disposed a tyrant's regime using this very blade, established a new king, and through his efforts, Snowington has remained safe and secure for decades. The Winter's sword is never bestowed lightly. All who assumes its custody must swear an oath to safeguard the lands and people of the North for all eternity. Lucien, if I bestow the sword upon you, will you swear here, in the presence of all those gathered, that for as long as you live, you shall never betray Snowwinton, House Wintons, or myself?
Lucien?
I swear, for the duration of my lifetime, that I will never betray you.
Even if one day I were to request you to harm the most noble and powerful person in the world, would you still be willing to do it?
Any enemy of yours, I'll eliminate them for you.
Everyone present bears witness. Lucien is now a member of House Winters. From this day forward, should anyone dare to question his status or disdain him by alluding to Beastman ancestry, I shall show no mercy. Power, respect, the honor of this house. Lucien, I've given you everything I can. I hope that you would never let me down.
Please, Your Majesty, please let me go.
Get in here, damn you.
No news from Snowwinter yet?
Your Majesty, Snowwind stays calm. Lady Winters keeps to herself, managing city affairs with no will to negotiate.
Absolutely pathetic. Does she honestly believe those pathetic handful of soldiers of hers have even a slim chance of taking me on?
It's all right, Lyra. We'll be together very soon.
Lucas, why do I keep dreaming of that bastard?
Your Highnesses, they are fighting again.
I never imagined that in just 6 months, Lucien would be able to beat Lord Edmund so easily. He's improving much faster than I expected.
Edmund's becoming good looking. Who would have imagined that little scruffy wolf cub would grown into such a charming young man?
Edmund, just a few months in, and I've already crushed. Now tell me, who's worthless?
Even dressed in human rags, you still carry the beast stench. Your filth blood will never be fit to touch House Winter's blade!
Lucien!
Lyra! Where have you been over the last 2 weeks? I haven't seen you at all.
I've been busy with work these past few days and only just find a moment to come and see you. I didn't expect you to get better so quickly. Edmund, how do you think about his skill with a sword now?
He's already much better than me at sword fighting.
Spring has already come. It's time to gather the army and head west. Lucien may not be fully grown up yet, but he can already help me with his strength.
Lyra, did I do well?
Yeah, amazing.
I'm no longer a child, so maybe next time the reward could be different?
What kind of reward would you like?
Remember this.
This is the reward a man deserves.
Zero manners, kid. Say that when you're big like Edmund, all right?
Not a year I'll be taller. And a better fighter.
Yeah, he can throw fists. But on the dance floor, a monkey on hot clothes.
Oh, you finally picked up dancing too, huh?
Do I really gotta do this fancy stuff?
All you know is throwing punches. That won't cut it in the upper world.
Manners is a noble's blade, and sometimes sharper than the real steel.
Keep at it. I've got a meeting. Check on you later.
Keep your nasty thoughts to yourself. We know that well.
We're all cut from the same cloth. What clean thoughts do you have?
Lyra's heart belongs to Snow Winton. She won't let anything threaten it. I'm just warning you. Watch yourself. Don't wait until she runs you through herself.
Humans love to dress up their desires with pretty words. But beasts just bite down and never lets go.
About who's heading west, I want to discuss it again.
Edmund, I told you, Snow Winter needs guards here. You're the one for it.
I know. That's why I want you to take Philip. He's been down the western route, knows the ropes. He'll be a big help.
No. I have Lucian, that's enough.
Lucian is strong, but he's a double-edged sword. He could just as easily turn on you.
I thought after teaching him for so long, you dropped your grudge.
I've been killing orcs since I was 16. No one knows their nature better than me. And don't forget General Fiona died at their hands too.
I know, but Lucian is different.
Lyra, I've known you for years. Never seen you go to bat for anyone like this. What make him so special? Just pity?
Young Master Lucian, second section isn't done yet. Come back, don't run.
Leah, I don't want to learn anymore. Tell her to let me go.
What's going on?
Miss, I can't teach him anymore. Lucian's got zero rhythm. My feet are killing me from all this stepping.
This dance is too hard. I'd rather swing a sword all day.
All right, I'll teach him. You go rest now.
Come here. Give me your hand. Left hand on my waist. Loosen up. This is dancing, not swordplay. Don't lock up as a plank. Lean back. Follow my steps.
What are you staring at? Watch your steps.
Your dancing was also taught by Lady Kate.
No, my mother. Her dancing was as good as her swordsmanship. When I was little, she took me to commoners from caravans. She said she hoped I'd never have to pick up a sword. Just be her little princess, marry well, and live a happy, peaceful life.
Her wish won't come to nothing. From now on, I'll protect you in her place.
Come on, you little brat who throws a tantrum because a dance is too hard.
Lucian, stop messing around!
You still think I'm a little brat now? Your birthday's coming. What gift do you want?
Every year, my mother gave me a bouquet of pale moon orchids. This year, you give me that.
Deal.
My lord, a decree from the royal capital. What's on it?
8 months later is the Feast of Lords. Lucas, as Lord of Snow Winton, invites me.
The Feast of Lords, so he's recognizing you as a lord.
Not so fast, this is a trap. Lucas wants to lure the lords to the capital, then strike. Then don't go!
Refuse, and he'll have the perfect excuse to borrow troops from other lords. And claim that Snow Winter disobeys the crown, then he can march an army at us. We'll have no room to maneuver.
What can we do?
I was going to let him savor that seat a little longer. Looks like we're moving the plan up.
Some flowers, sir? Fresh from the hills. Just picked.
I'll take them all. How much?
5 coppers.
Feasts feasting on human flesh. How dare you walk our streets?
My poor Jessica. He was just 18. When they brought him back from the battlefield, not a single bone left intact.
All of you deserve to die! Pay for my son!
Stop it!
Let her go.
Your Highness, your wound needs immediate treatment.
I told you not to follow me. Why are you still here?
Forgive me, but I cannot obey. You are the last heir of House Mordres. The last hope of our clan. I will never leave until you come back with me. 20 years. Greysmales tearing each other apart, fighting for the throne. Humans took advantage of the mess and cook up rune shackles. They threw us in arenas like slave toys. Insult beyond words. We need a real king to set things straight.
You just want me to clean up your mess. I want nothing with that bloody throne, nor ruling anyone.
Do you have feelings for Leah? If you want her, you can choose another way.
Mention her name again, and I will silence you forever. If you're going to the capital, staying here is pointless for me. I'm coming with you.
Fine. So be it.
But in 8 months, that's when our food stores will be at their lowest. The western trade route matter must be settled before you leave.
I'll send Lucien.
Just him alone? Too risky. He's young after all, and not of our blood.
I trust him. Lucien, why do you come back so late?
The market was busy, so I stayed longer.
You have brought flowers. Why hide them?
They got dirty on the road. I plan to buy new ones tomorrow.
It is perfect, just like this. Do you know the meaning of this flower? Love and devotion, strength and goodness. Only blooms blue if giver's heart is pure. Once it blooms...
Just looks like ordinary wild flowers. You are lying to me again.
You have grown up, no longer easy to fool.
You have something important to tell me, right?
I will attend the Lord's gathering in 8 months. I leave the western trade road all to you.
I've heard about the Lord's feast. You know it's Lucas's trap.
I'm going and I'm ready. He thinks he can trap me with this feast, then I'll make sure he doesn't sit easy on that throne. My mother's blood and the honor of every fallen soldier, I will ask back all. But supplies can't wait. The grain won't last the winter.
Don't worry. Before winter comes, I'll bring you what you want.
Lucien, Snow Winter Stations will remember what you've done.
I vowed your enemies are mine. Whatever you protect, I'll protect. Just promise you'll never forsake me.
I promise. That day will never come.
Business done. Now, can I have a little more of your time?
What do you want?
What's the celebration?
You didn't know? Every year on the Lord's birthday, the people of Snow Winter light these lanterns to honor the protectors.
In years past, I always spent this day with my mother. I forgot. I'm the Lord now.
I didn't get you anything. Just wanted you to see how beautiful everything you protect is.
Thank you. I love it.
Test the results of your teaching?
You picked this up fast.
Maybe because this time, the teacher teaches with their heart.
Everything ready?
We lack one last thing. Carry a token from someone dear. It will guard you home safely.
That old tradition. You still believe it? The Westland is full of dangers. Always put your life first.
Keep her well protected. I know my duty.
Set off now!
Lucien, please come back safely.
Lord Odric of Black Serpent Island, here!
Is the palace a human-devouring machine? Haven't you stuffed enough people there?
Who do you think you are meddling in palace affairs? These are His Majesty's orders. Just obey. Dare you insult the king?
Listen, thank you. The palace has been taking kids, around 10 years old. Send yours away if you can. If not, keep them inside. Don't let them out. This is royal territory. No trespassers. Leave.
I came for you today. Your princess consort. I'm not a princess anymore. Call me Lyra. The Abigail tree. It's tied to the royal bloodline. I remember it fading after the old king died. Never thought I'd see it thriving again.
Why aren't you at the palace to see the emperor? What brings you here? Ashley Rain, taken in by a blacksmith as a kid. Never knew your real parents. Born with white hair, but you've always dyed it. Living in hiding all these years. Must be exhausting.
How did you know that?
Escape! Kill that bastard for me!
I also know you hate Lucas. You've wanted to join Snow Honor for a long time. Yet there are people in this city you can't abandon. All these years, though you were poor, every coin you've earned went to helping the poor. Anyone who came to you for help, you never said no. Deep in your soul hides the heart of a king.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Ashley Rain, do you want another life? A life where you don't have to hide who you are, where everyone looks up to you instead.
The Council of Kings is a century-old tradition. How dare someone be late to my first convention?
Lady Lyra is new to her lordship. The journey is hard. A slight delay is forgivable.
She is a traitor. Watch your tongue. I hear Lyra is rebuilding her troops and training new soldiers. She even took a stray from the arena as her brother.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Those arena trash are useless. That little wolf is nothing but a pet to her.
Winters of Snowwind City come!
Those black-clothed people from Snowitton always look like they're attending a funeral. This unyielding pride only exists in the Winters family now.
Kneel before His Majesty at once!
Your Majesty, House Winters greets you. Long live the king.
It's been a while, my dear Lyra. How have you been in Snowwinter this year?
I live well thanks to your blessing. But the starving people and barren fields make this capital look like a god-forsaken wasteland.
I'm glad you're doing well. I've prepared a special gift to celebrate your new status.
I retrieved this traitor's body with great effort. You long to see her, right?
Tell me, what do you want?
Kneel before all, thank me for my mercy. Swear eternal loyalty to me like a dog.
Fine.
Perfect. Our engagement ends. I'll find you a new match. My stable master lost his wife.
He needs a woman. A traitor's daughter matches his status.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I accept.
I will wait for you tomorrow.
I want to kill that insulting bastard now!
Impulsive killing brands us traitors. We came for justice, not revenge.
I understand, but I cannot endure this shame.
We once crowned a king, we can dethrone one.
I will behead that king with my own hands.
Before that, I have another secret task for you. Find out what he's really up to.
Yes. It's from the little wolf pup.
Lucian made it back to Snowworld. He didn't let me down.
Philip, where's young Master Lucian? Why didn't he come back with you?
He's probably resting inside the castle.
My poor little Lucian. He must have suffered so much.
Little Lucian. When you see him now, you won't call him that anymore.
Stop hiding. Come out.
Snowwinter's caravan went through the southern territories without a single orc attack. That was you?
You are our one true king, Your Highness. Every Grey's Mauvern longs for your return. Who would dare offend your authority?
You sure know how to play loyal. Fine. Tomorrow, gather an elite force. You're coming with me to the capital.
You're going to the capital now? For Lady Lyra?
No one takes her from me. This sword, it's time it tasted some blue blood.
To fight for you is the greatest honor of our lives.
On this great day, you still dress like that. Trying to embarrass me on purpose?
My mother hasn't gone long. Mourning is a duty. I hope Your Majesty can understand.
Save that useless pride. The moment you stepped into this capital, your dignity became worthless. Lima Winters. Now it's time to keep your promise.
So, recruiting servants was just a cover. Ever since I was a child, my father taught me to respect you, Winters. Listen to you. Always give in.
But why? I am the King of Woolston. Everyone was born to kneel at my feet.
Respectfully, Your Majesty, the former kings built the High King's throne together with us. They achieved much, but never ruled alone. Do you really think you've done more?
You're here because they pampered you, you arrogant bastards! I'm not like you. No one can boss me around! Winster, now, let me hear your pledge.
I pledge eternal loyalty to House Odric, and to the one who sits upon this throne. But only if the one on that throne is the true king.
What did you say?
They say House Odric is blessed by the sun god. Wherever an Odric watches over, crops don't fail. Famine can't touch the land. Even in the coldest winter, the earth comes alive.
But look at the capital now. Failed crops. Starving people everywhere. It's becoming a dead city.
The reason's simple. He's a bastard born from the Queen's affair. Not a drop of Odric blood runs through him.
Nonsense! Lyra Winters, do you want to die? Are you trying to end up like your traitor?
My mother never broke her oath. And you were never meant to sit on that throne. The true king has already been born. In suffering.
White hair. She's an Odric?
Lots of people in this city are born with white hair. What, are we letting stray white dogs claim bloodlines now?
Then what about this?
They're alive, Terry.
How did you?
My mother was a palace maid. The day I was born, the former queen had her hanged. That night, the palace caught fire. A servant risked his life to sneak me out. A blacksmith named Aesir raised me. The Dowager Queen probably died without knowing that the very person she wanted dead has been living right under her nose for 20 years. The power of the Odric white hair and the sun's child survived after all. Do you have any of that, Lucas?
I'm the late king's only heir. His blood runs through me. You can't smear me with a few words. And even if that bitch really got that so-called power, so what? She's a low-born bastard. She has no place in this palace.
You idiot. Don't you get it? To those poor commoners whose bloodlines and decrees don't matter anymore. All they're waiting for is a chance. A chance to kick a bloodthirsty tyrant like you off that throne.
Ashley Rain is our true king, you bastard! You took my son!
Rice prices have quintupled. Half our kids have starved to death. And you feast every day? You're not our king, but a man-eating demon!
When the old king was alive, we never suffered like this. This fraud doesn't deserve to sit on that throne. I never wanted this throne. I was born in the streets, raised in a blacksmith shop. I've seen more suffering than you high and mighty people could ever imagine. The throne is just a gilded cage. A seat made of bones.
Ashley!
I can't watch anymore. People starving. Mothers torn from their children. All their sweat and blood feeding your greed. You're not a king, but a plague. A worm. A curse on this land! Anthony!
The one with Odric blood is the king we swear to serve to death.
Your Majesty, House Winters swears loyalty.
Very well, since that. I should have let them out for some fresh air a long time ago.
So that's why he took those kids. Their blood to power this summoning circle. Damn it!
Lucas, any last words?
It doesn't matter if you accept. I have ways. Ways to shut up everyone who doubts me. Permanently.
What's happening?
This is a summoning beast. Foot soldiers! Get the people out of the square! Lord's Guard! Hold the perimeter! So many, where are they coming from?
Now that I think about it, thanks, Lyra. If you hadn't summoned that snow bear, I'd never have thought of this. Too bad your mother's blood only frees one. Me? I'm This city, I've got plenty of lives to burn.
You monster!
Yes! That's it! Tear them apart! Let these ungrateful ants see what happens to those who dare defy me! You could have just obeyed, curled at my feet like a good little bitch, been a peaceful princess, all the silk, gold, luxury you wanted, but no, that damn pride, you just can't shake it, just like every fool in House Winters. You know what your mother said to me on her knees before she marched to war? She said,
Your Majesty, I will crush the Orc rebellion for you. I only ask one thing. Don't take another woman. Don't break Lyra's heart.
that general who made orcs tremble in the north, that Fiona who never bowed to anyone, she knelt at my feet, begging me not to harm her daughter. The more she begged, the more I wanted to see how low she'd stoop for her arrogant little princess. Truth is, I married you just to humiliate you, to watch a Winters woman crawl at my feet like a dog. Fantastic. Too bad it's all over now. Dear Lyra, I'll remember you just like this. Go. Kill her.
Mother, I'm sorry. Looks like I still couldn't change the ending this time. Lucian, I'm sorry. I'm going to break my promise.
Lyra, no, stop! Lucas, even if I can't change the ending, I'll drag you to hell with me!
Orcs? They can't get through the capital's defenses? How did you barge in?
Sorry. I'm late.
Lucian, kill him. I want his blood to honor every soul that fell here today.
As you wish.
I am the king of Woolston, the highest of them all! You can't kill me!
Funny. This sword of mine specializes in killing useless kings.
Lucas Odrak, usurper, tyrant, killer of children. He is unforgivable and has been executed. His body won't enter the royal tomb. It will be cast into the river outside. General Fiona, former Lord of Snowwelter, was falsely accused. Today, her name is cleared and her honor restored. Every fallen soldier will receive hero's wreaths. Their souls return home.
Mother, you can finally rest.
Lucian, if you hadn't shown up in time, we'd all be dead. I'll never forget that.
Name your reward.
I did this for her. All Greymans, withdraw outside the city now. Not one step inside the capital.